Veldoria computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Hello, hello, hey everybody. Welcome back to another RPG Maker Roulette day. And, maid dress stream. Parmless, what the crap are you talking about? No comment? I imagine no comment. What are you talking about, a maid dress? Or cat girl? When have I ever said I would do cat girl? I'm not even a girl. What? No, don't you lurk away from me. Get back here. Alright. Well, thank you for the lurk at least. I guess. Weird. What was I gonna say? Alright, welcome everyone. Welcome back to another RPG Maker stream. Today we're revisiting an older game that I had streamed a long time ago, back when I first started doing this. And back then it was pretty rough, to say the least. It's one of my least rated games on the server at the moment, but they got back to me today, said that they've done a lot of changes, so here's hoping that the changes are actually there and very substantial, and we'll see about changing the score to something higher. But we'll see. It really depends on if they actually did all the work that they promised that they did. Real quick though, I need to adjust something. Okay, no. I can't disable it as much as I want. was hoping that I could disable streams altogether, or not streams, ads altogether, but it's not really letting me. It's either one every 20 minutes or 1.5 every 30 minutes. So, and the 1.5 every 30 minutes is going to be with a pre-roll. So, I don't know how much people hate pre-rolls, so I'm not doing it. Fun times, I guess. But yeah, so I hope everyone's week has been going well. Mine has been going strangely well myself. It's not been as chaotic at work to where I've actually been able to focus on a lot of other things while at work, including helping others, obviously, and, you know, doing work. But, like, also with some of my other projects, as far as, like, drawing and trying to essentially find a style for my own RPG Maker game and essentially work more on that. I'm still trying my best to draw my own assets, and, well, my art skills are very lacking, as you guys can tell. That being said, I hope everyone else's day is going well, at least. So, let me see about finding history. So, this game is called Chronicles of Veldoria. I'm going to throw the link here in chat. As mentioned, this game originally I essentially rated a long time ago. So, we're going to see if they've actually kept up with their word and they've actually done a lot of the work, and if it's now worth that small price tag on it. So, let's get to it. First things first, need to pause my music. And then, let's see about moving this on over. Nope. No, that's not going to work. Come on. There we go. Now I can see chat. Now, always with the main first and total question, does it have controller support? Well, the A button works. Let's see. Welcome to Veldoria, a land brimming with enchantment and wonder, where mystical energies course through its very veins. Treacherous mountains tower above, high into the skies, while down below, vast deserts stretch as far as the eye can see, basking beneath the blazing sun. Adorning these mountaintops, celestial islands float majestically as if unbound by the laws of gravity. This is a world where adventure awaits around every corner, where fantasy and reality collide, where mythical creatures roam freely, and ancient spirits still whisper their very long-forgotten secrets. Veldoria's diverse regions, each bestowed with their own unique elemental essence, create a delicate balance within the realm. For centuries, harmony and peace have prevailed. Oh, hey Plexi! Hello, hello! Is it lunchtime for you yet? Prevailed and ensured through the cooperation of both legendary heroes and benevolent spirits. But as with all paradises, a great darkness lurks beneath, hidden in the shadows, biding its time, awaiting the day where it would plunge these peaceful lands into chaos. In the quaint farming village of Elmsbrook, where cobblestone pathways wind their way through overgrown meadows and grazing cattle, our journey begins. Elizabeth and Alex, lifelong friends, have always dreamed of going on a grand adventure, climbing to the highest mountain tops, surviving the drought-ridden deserts, perhaps even visiting one of the many floating islands that Veldoria was famous for. Yet, neither of them have ever traveled far beyond the village border. Yeah, it's 2 p.m. over here. My schedule is pretty flexible. Hey, that's good at least. I know there are a number of us who, when we work, we may or may not goof off just a little bit when we're supposed to be on the clock. Little do they know that they're about to embark on a journey that will forever change not only their fate, but the fate of the entire world. Which plays Alex, the courageous warrior, or Elizabeth, the compassionate mage. I can't remember. Oh, cool. It wraps around, so I can just keep pressing down. Let's do Alex. I like sword and board. Okay, so they did remove the AI voices. That was one of the many complaints that I had last time. Oh boy, they were bad. As long as I get my stuff done, everyone's chill about it. That's generally how I'm treated at my work too. So long as my quotas are hit and my numbers look good and people get assisted, they pretty much leave me alone. You know what, Alex? Sometimes I wish life in Elmsbrook could stay like this every day. Peaceful, with great food, and even greater company. Couldn't agree more, Elizabeth. Something more comforting about the familiar faces and the simple joys of our village. Cheers. Sometimes I can't help but wonder what's beyond these walls. What lies in the world outside? I've had those thoughts too. The legends of our elders tell, the tales of heroes and mythical creatures. It all seems so extraordinary. Perhaps we could be one of those heroes, Alex. Embark on our own legendary adventure and make our mark in the world. Well, you're already a mage with power, and I've been training with the sword for as long as I can remember. And we do have what it takes. What's happening out there? I don't know, but we should find out. Ah! I find it funny there was just the simple music that was playing for a moment, and then suddenly... Bah! We can't let them terrorize the village. Alex, let's fight back. Let's go. Right behind you, Elizabeth. We'll protect Elmsbrook. Welcome to the battle tutorial. This game uses the press turn battle system. See the icons in the upper right corner? It'll tell you how many turns you have. If you earn a turn, the icon will change to another icon. Each time has a certain amount of turns a battler can act. That's weird worded. You can earn a turn by hitting the enemy's weakness or landing a critical hit. However, missing causes you to lose a turn. Same for enemies. Pass ability doesn't consume a turn if you have more turns left. The view glass item reveals the elemental weaknesses of the enemies as well as adds the enemy to the enemy book. Also, hitting the enemy with their weakness shows their weakness on screen, but doesn't add them to the enemy book. The team with the highest average agility goes first. Finally, the whole party earns 15 JP for each enemy killed, as well as extra to the battler who lands a finishing blow to the enemy. Okay, I like how this was added, because one of my original complaints about the combat system and the leveling system was it was not clear who got extra points, because it felt like they did, but it didn't seem like it. But one character was definitely leveling up the faster because they were getting the last hit more than anything. And it's very important to make a distinction about that. Whack 'em. That's right. I need to view glass. What if this is consumable? Hope it's not. Okay. So max HP is 420. Gives 50 experience. Star shards. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh boy. The jankiness begins. Well. Let's hit refresh. Start it again. Thankfully this time I can just kind of skip through this because I already read all of this. Heyo, BG. Actually, I think I would have taken the Jeopardy music then, because that actually kind of would have been nice, you know. Hey, consult your book. Do 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 do. Also, I like. This is me nitpicking. You're at work, so you're listening as you can. I still appreciate you being here. This is me nitpicking, I know. But it looks like daytime out those windows. But it's not daytime. Because it's nighttime. And then it plays the normal village music, night village music, and then starts this. We should have started it right when the scene started. But to note, apparently, using the view glass causes the game to stop working. So, magic attack. Ow. Ooh. Okay, do they level up at different speeds? Because Elizabeth got the final hit. And Elizabeth got the final hit, but Alex got the JP. I think you got some things to work out. And now it's daytime again. And that lady over there is perfectly fine. It's not 15 per enemy like it said. No one even got 15. No, they got 14. Now, I promised the dev that I would give this the full 2-hour session, and either it works for the full 2 hours and we continue on past this, or this is going to be a very painful 2 hours for me, and you guys get to laugh at my pain. So, thank you, Elizabeth and Alex. You saved us. Why is Alex's face showing? They truly are heroes. Why is it daytime? Where's the fire? I hear the fire, but I don't see the fire. Why is such calm music? Maybe it's a sign. Maybe we are meant to be destined for something greater than simply grow old in this village. Perhaps you're right, Elizabeth. Destiny may lie beyond these familiar walls. What fucking walls? Later that night at home. Not a complete sentence, but I like that because originally it wasn't there. Huff, huff. Alex, what happened here? I don't know, Elizabeth. It's if something terrible has taken over our home. No, it can't be. Can't be who? Can't be what? It's a big boy. Welcome, little heroes. Your realm is mine now, and all shall kneel before me. We won't let you destroy Veldoria. Elmsbrook. We're not going to let you destroy Elmsbrook. Veldoria is the whole place. Elmsbrook is the place that you care about. You are but insects before my power. I am darkness incarnate, and no one can stop me. We won't let this happen. Elizabeth, we will protect our home, no matter what it takes.
Alex, did you just see what I saw?
There's some of the AI. It was Ogre Mook, and everything was destroyed. I have a question. How do you guys know who Ogre Mook is? Faces starting together. You're right, Alex. We won't let fear control us. We'll face this challenge head on and protect Veldoria with everything we've got. That's the spirit, Elizabeth. No matter what lies ahead, we'll face it together as a team. The thing seems to have left for now, but it's sure to return. I remember hearing an old legend about an ogre that once stalked these parts. Could the two be connected? Let's ask the villagers and see what we can uncover. Okay. So. Save. Save twice. Let's see what goes on. Upgrade gear. That's what you got. I ain't got no money for you. I'm broke as poo. Oh, I can run. So it does seem to have full controller support for what is needed so far. Why are you calling me adventurers? I live here. This is my home. Can't go in there. My son wants to become a fisherman like me. It's a tough life, but he'll learn the ways. It says talk to the villagers. Is that something? No, that's nothing. Okay. But there ain't much in the villagers kind of way. Spacing is weird still. Oh. Why would I stay? New herbalist in town. Oh, really? What's special about them? They've got some rare herbs from Emberfall Desert. People say their potions work wonders. Been visit. Back's been acting up lately. Okay, it's just the same thing regardless of who you talk to. Yeah. Okay. Miss Percy, would you like to accept this quest to find them? Oh, I bet that's how I originally got that quest the last time I played this, because I just had a random quest added, and I couldn't figure out where. Still weird mapping issues. Look at that distance. I can't even go this way. Ah, Elizabeth and Alex. I heard your bravery last night. You saved us from those vile goblins. You have my utmost gratitude. It's the least we could do, Elder. But there's something more we need to discuss. We had a shared nightmare, a vision of darkness and destruction. Shared nightmare, you say? This is indeed troubling. You know, they say dreams are often a window to the soul. I thought it was the eyes are the windows to the soul. In which case, perhaps you should heed their warnings. They do seem to foretell of tragic events yet to unfold, after all. I haven't even told you about the dream yet. Elder, we saw Ogre Muck, and he was even stronger than we could ever have imagined. Again, how do you know he's named Ogre Muck? He was destroying everything, and we couldn't stop him. Ogre Muck. The legend spoke of his impending return. It seems that day may now be upon us. His dark presence will surely only bring devastation to our beloved realm. We can't let that happen, Elder. We want to face this threat head-on, but we need guidance. How can we stop him? How can we protect Veldoria? Both have the heart of true heroes, and I believe you're destined for greatness. Stop Ogre Muck once and for all. You must first seek the aid of the elemental spirits scattered throughout Veldoria. They were once protectors of our realm, and their power might be the key to finally defeating this darkness. Elemental spirits? But where can we find them? Each spirit resides in a different region, tied to one of the elemental essences of our world. Seek them out. Then they may choose to aid you in your quest. Do whatever it takes, Elder. We won't let Ogre Muck destroy Veldoria. I know you won't, my dear. Remember, bravery alone is not enough. You must also rely on the strength of your friendship and the power of your spirits. We won't, Elder. We'll make you and Elspeth proud. I promise. Now, Elizabeth and Alex, go with the blessing of our village. May the spirits guide and protect you on your journey. By the way, take these with you. Vive glass? I think it was supposed to be a view glass. Alarm, antidote. Quest succeeded. I'm sorry, did I just get a flashback to the NES days? What the hell was that? I mean, I'm not mad, but still. Okay, so this is where the JP is spent. Oh, cool. There is no status. I hope you guys weren't hoping to see a status, because there is no status. So, this is already off to a rough start. Hold on, I got a important message. Sorry about that. Was this demo from the forums? No, demo from Itch. Let me post the link again. So, I stumbled upon it because I was just stumbling around looking for different RPG Maker games that were in the process of being made. And essentially it was like, oh yeah, let me go and help with this. Or essentially, like, go and give it a look. Why do you have two weapons? Do you dual wield? I guess you dual wield. You have magic, you have sword slash, you have skills, TP mode. In battle, by guarding in battle or receiving damage from attacks. By attacking and dealing HP damage. And allies take damage by healing whenever an enemy is killed. Use damage player one. See, move your own. Let's go with warrior. So yeah, I found this one. I'm not sure how many months ago now. 3-4 months ago, I think. Back when I first started, like, actually streaming. And it was one of the first games that I played. Back then I did only hour streams for each game, so there was this one and then another one. Or this might have been the second one. But yeah. And as I said back then, it has potential. I would rather it actually tell me in like the when I'm about to accept the quest, if like what I have to do. A home in Helmsbrook Village. From a wife description, a wife's missing husband objective, some star shards, which I'm guessing is the money. I'd like to put on there's only one home here, and it's our home. So, Alex, doesn't it feel like we're taking a leisurely stroll through the woods? It's almost for again. How do they know Ogre Muck is the actual ogre? What told them that the name of the ogre was Ogre Muck? I almost forgot that we're on a quest to defeat Ogre Muck. It does, Elizabeth. But I just thought of something. If they're supposed to be lifelong friends, like they've been friends since they were kids, Alex isn't going to use the whole name Elizabeth every time. Because I've got friends who've got long names. I had a sister who was named Elizabeth. And no one called her by her full name. We always called her Liz, or Eliz, or just E. Because that's how familiarity works. So, as a writing standpoint, for those of you in the audience who are working on making your games and making, characters that are supposed to be very friendly or know each other, understand that in a relationship, you end up developing a second name, kind of like a nickname or a pet name for a person, depending on your familiarity and how close you are with them. Like, I'm not saying, do the same as I do with my girlfriend. I don't normally call my girlfriend by her name. I call her Love. And she calls me Mon Cher. That's our way of communicating with each other. Golden JX, if he's in here, I don't think he is. He's probably in bed because he said he had to be up at like 4 a.m. I know his full name, but for the most part, I just call him Jeffy. Because that's what I know him as. That's what I've always known him as. I've got a bunch of others that, again, I don't call them by their full first name. I call them by a nickname, a chunk part, or just a piece of their name. I might even call them something completely different, depending on like what feels more right for that person, or how I better know that person. There's a guy at the card shop that we all know his first name, but we never call him that because it doesn't fit. We just call him Scoob, as in Scooby-Doo. We just call him Scoob, and that's it. That's how we know him. That's how we recognize him, and so on. So, from a writing standpoint, keep that in mind when writing about your characters and how your characters interact with each other. This goes back to the whole dynamic relationship thing. You know, how do you show that Alex and Elizabeth are close together? It's not the fact that they're taking leisurely strolls through the forest together only, it's also how they address each other. As soon as they'll approach you. If they touch you, you will have to battle them. Alternatively, if they're slow enough, you can run away from them. They will stop chasing you when you are far enough. Quest log updated. Also, I like to point out the music is really fucking loud. It's at 10%. And the music is still really... Okay, that's better. God. Couldn't hear myself think with how loud that was. Party formation is not important. Yeah, can I see status? Still can't see status. Because I want to see how they level up. How much EXP do they need to level up? Why did one get more XP than the other? I know why one got supposedly more JP than the other. Didn't really get the full JP, but whatever. I found a mushroom. Okay. I wasn't sure that was actually working. Mushroom. Can I actually run from you? Because previously I couldn't. Nope. Actually, you know what? Item. View glass. See if this breaks again. Ah, did not break. So does it break if Elizabeth uses it? It does. Nothing if Elizabeth uses it. Okay. Escape. So, go to end game, to title, load, go back. Obviously, the RPG maker, RTP music makers must be deaf. You are not wrong. But also, I know that when it comes to, like, in the game, or when you're making the dev stuff, what it sounds like in the RPG maker engine, when you're developing or planning things out, is softer than what actually happens in the game. So I'm not fully blaming the dev on that one. Alright. Okay, so if view glass is used by Elizabeth, it breaks. Okay, that answers that question. So note, Elizabeth is not allowed to use view glasses because, sexism, I guess. No, so for some reason, if Elizabeth uses it, it breaks. So fire. Guard. And then you're going to magical attack. They have to be leveling up at different rates. Because Alex is still leveling up before Elizabeth. Might be if it breaks if you use it on the last turn for the party. Right now she's always goes last. You're right. Still didn't get the full 15. You're right. And you know what? I'm willing to go through that battle again just to see. So I'm going to grab these again, because why not? Go to party formation, switch you with you. So Elizabeth should be first. Item, view class. Okay. You're right. It's not that Elizabeth's using it, it's when it's used. So if it's used as the last turn, it doesn't work. Okay. I'm still kind of annoyed that apparently she levels up slower and that the JP thing doesn't actually work. Because it makes no sense. Wait a minute. Last time she got 14, but Alex got 13 because Alex was in the first spot. Is the JP actually dependent partially as to where you are in party formation? What in the crap? I have so many questions. Also, I just realized you guys can't hear the game really anymore because of how much I had to turn it down to where it's not blasting my fucking ears out. Okay, I'm gonna turn my headset like way fucking down then. Could be wrong though. I don't. Hey Harlequin, welcome, but maybe I don't know. The game has been jank before when I first reviewed it. It's been years since I've used Janfly's job stuff. Never tested the rest. Yeah. Let's do a magical attack. He's gonna go a level 1 fire. You're gonna attack. Do extra damage because you've got that. And then magic attack. Guard. Pass. Magic attack. I don't think the JP is set right at all. Because Elizabeth got the last hit on that. She got 5. Alex got 5. I think the JP's randomized. Well. I like how they're just kind of like sit there and waiting for ambush. That does very little damage compared to, you know, just the normal attacks. Because, like, it does just slightly more. Oh, cool. That's poison. Item, view glass. Let's do it on the slime. Probably wasting this, but who cares? Nope, stream is dying. What? Okay, the ads are started again. Twitch doesn't tell me, or doesn't show me that ads have actually started because I've got a second incognito browser that I can look at my own stream with, and I don't see ads playing on there, but it says ads are in progress. Yeah. No, I don't see what you mean. Alright, ad should end in just a moment. Arlekin, what do you mean by this? Stream is dying. Buffering starting. Just check my connection. Seems fine. Who knows? Yeah, who knows? Because you never know with Twitch. Oh, I got a pop-up for someone to help, and then I didn't get attacked. Sorry, a phone call came in. It threw me off. Everything seems fine on my side. I'm not seeing any dropped frames. I'm not seeing any bitrate drop or anything like that. I think it's just Twitch being Twitch for you, Harlequin. Sorry about that. Okay, someone called help. Does it... No, does it show up here? So, last time I played, help was up this way. Somewhere. Ah! Okay. Does... Stream is buffering more for than you... Maybe you need to clear out your cache, your cookies and cache, because I'm not seeing that with my end. Maybe set it to 720. I don't know, Harlequin. I'm sorry. I'm not seeing the issues that you're having, and I'm not showing anything that would say, "Oh yeah, you know, your bitrate's taking a nosedive off the cliff because some reason." And I know no major downloads are going on the network. There's not really anything going else on the network. Stream lost sound a few minutes back. Was that complete sound or the game stopped being heard? Because I looked over and I noticed that I turned down the volume to a bearable level on my end, and OBS just stopped picking it up. So, also, enemies can only start combat if they touch the main character that you have as your leader. But, oh, there it is. There's the help. God, that's annoying. Yes. God, that's annoying. That's an annoying noise. Yeah, I've got no dropped frames in OBS. It was a complete audio drop? That is weird. Okay, you're making me super paranoid. No, my bitrate's staying strong at 4,999.64 kilobytes per second. No major jitter or anything like that. Also, they were surrounded by 4 slimes, but now it's 2 slimes. And you know what? I'm not going to ask questions. Asking questions is just, asking for trouble, right? That's what I feel like. Asking questions is asking for trouble. Asking questions is asking for trouble. That's what I'm going to say. So I'm going to keep saying. It's enabling your strike to invade quickly. Sinks out of dealing bonus down when attacking from behind or while hidden. Ow. 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 At least I didn't get any poisoned. Sooner than rather than later. Yes, actually. So I've changed up a little bit for now because I'm having to do a bit of screening of the next upcoming games. So at the moment it's Thrall and this game, but like I was saying earlier, this game might not last through this whole for the whole thing. It might just be for this one stream. Either way, up next is going to be Relics of Aurelia and Nightmare Arena. But I believe yours... Yes, yours is going to be coming up soon as well. I didn't update it on the Discord, but I did update it on my side here. So, Mondays until it ends, it's Thrall, which I think I've spoke with the dev, and it'll be like 2 other games, or 2 more sessions with that. This one is going to be most likely just for this one, depending on how this stream goes. And then it'll be replaced with Relics of Veldoria. Then yours is right after Relics. And then Nightmare Arena is right after yours. And then Meta Revelations, Armor of the Abyss. Then Leyland Chronicles, and then Beloved Rapture. It did. Apologies. That's just simply how it is. I've been having to go and look at a number of different games to double check that they are appropriate for stream, because some of them apparently cover content that I am not 100% on, or I'm not 100% okay with until I know further information. I don't really want to stream it unless I know further information. There's one that does look interesting, but it might not be... Oh, I got the turn for an ice hit, even though I missed. That's good to know. Fire! But yeah, that's kind of part of the reason why... Pump. Critical rate. Ha. Ow. Oh, his ice ore is gone after 1. Oh, fine. Sneak attack. Oh, that is a chunk of damage. Ah. They do like targeting her still for some reason. I have noticed that. Everyone gets 26. Platinum Soulstone. But yeah, so like I said, the roulette wheel has been put on hold for a bit, and I've got a more structured, essentially, series that I'm going through, and also once I get to a certain point, it's going to be purely, if you want yours played, request it, and it goes in order of who played it or who requested it, and then the roulette is going to be for a separate bucket, essentially. Thanks for the assist. I appreciate it. I thought I was a goner, for sure. Sarah's the name. Treasure hunting's my game. And getting ambushed by slimes, apparently. And goblins. Don't forget the goblins. Nice to meet your make your acquaintance. That's not how that word works. Or that sentence. That words. Feels weird that most things make the HP recover sound when they're hit. Yeah. There's a lot of weird going on with this. But yeah, nice to make your acquaintance. That hurts my tongue. I'm Elizabeth. This sword-wielding chap here is Alex. See, that's a little more familiarity with speaking. We're on a quest to defeat Ogre Mook and save Veldoria from his evil clutches. You're pretty handy with those daggers there. Even ever thought about joining forces with us? We could use someone with your skills. Join you on a hero's quest? I don't know. Sounds a little messy. Far too dangerous for the likes of me. What comes up before February, trying to get at least some coverage before the Steam release or shortly after. Oh, that's right. Yours is scheduled for, okay. In that case, yeah, I can move yours up. And Moogle, as far as you having a request in the Discord, you can request here, you can request on the Discord, or you can request on the YouTube channel that these streams go up to the next day after. You can, post them all down there. I do believe I have one of your other games also lined up, because I did Moonfell. Yeah, Soul Survivor, Trials of the Goddess. I have that one downloaded, and I was actually getting ready to play that sometime too. So let's see. Appeal to adventure, emphasize strength. Uh-oh. What is going on? The game is... That's no bueno. That's a no bueno because it's broken. And this is what I meant earlier when I made my initial review of this game so many months back, is the definition of the word janky. There's a lot of events that are janky, and a lot more that is not working like it's supposed to. Or it doesn't give clear... See, 13 and 12. It doesn't give clear, actual information as to what's going on. Or they trigger at what feels like wrong times. There's a lot of nice concepts. There's a lot of nice ideas. But... yeah. It feels like JP is either randomized or it's actually per battle. Okay, so I went up that way and I got nothing. So I went this way. I want to point out, a majority of this stream has been dealing with a little bit of jank and other things. I won't... See, please help me. Where? Which way? Huh? If it wasn't for the fact that I knew that it's up this way, I would not have ever found where I needed to go. But because, again, I've played this before, I knew it's up here, and that is annoying. Help, someone please help. Sounds like trouble. Let's check it out, Elizabeth. Yeah, pull up a seat, why don't you? It'll help if you're not too much to ask. Unless you're just here to watch me struggle, of course. In which case, I'm sorry to say, the show might be over soon. Hang on, we're coming. Hold tight. Run our way. Why are you saying, 4 affirmations? Deep breaths, Ian. Deep breaths. Frost Aura. Goblin 1. Boom. Special Shadow Step. Oh. Oh. Well, now they seem to be targeting Sarah more than anything. See, that time it gave me the extra thing. I guess it only could give it once. It might have said that, I'm not sure. Feels like a lack of playtesting? It does. It feels like a heavy lack of playtesting. That did so little damage, even though... And she's poisoned again. Ow. Special. Just gonna use this again. Magic, fire. I still have the sneak thing, so I guess I'll sneak attack again. Now I don't have the sneak thing. Only seems like a variable about 30 to 50 for the difference between a normal attack for Alex and using Sword Slash. It's not a very reasonable... Well, I mean... I don't know. I'm surprised at how many devs don't play test and at least do the critical path and most likely edge cases. Yes. So it's just... I wonder if it timed out, and that's the reason why it stopped working. Appeal to adventure. Think about it, Sarah. The thrill of adventure, the mysteries we'll uncover, not to mention the treasures we're sure to plunder, too. Well, when you put it that way, how can I say no to more excitement? Count me in. Nope, I don't need to know more. Welcome to the team. Let's go southwest now. Why are we going southwest? Why are we going southwest? There was nothing saying we should go southwest. I did not see anything saying, hey, you should go southwest, or this thing is southwest. Why are we going southwest, Elizabeth? Why are we going southwest, Elizabeth? Elizabeth? Will you tell me? Southwest is... If you ever want to know how to game dev, the dev of this game is selling a book about it. Oh no. Oh no. Please tell me you're joking. Oh. Alongside a whole bunch of overpriced plugin knockoffs of existing plugins. Okay, I knew about the plugins, but I didn't know they were overpriced because I didn't really look too much at them. And there were knockoffs of existing plugins. That I didn't know either. That explains a lot. Which, again, the dev is probably watching this video later on because I found a view glass in the barbecue pit. Don't know why that was there. But, yeah. You recruit some enemies to your side. You will need to do something in order to do so. Fill a quest or give it something. These enemies become your items and can merge with some specific weapons, armor, and actors. This will give you better parameters as well as certain traits. Please defeat the slimes and goblins, and I will join you. However, I do warn you, the slimes are very strong. It'll be a hard fight. Let's make sure you're ready. So I like that concept. It has put forward the concept of I do this quest, and in exchange, I get a monster that fights beside me or merges with whatever. I like that concept. I like that idea. Super potion was found. Great. The question is, does it actually work? And I guess we're going to find out. Frost Aura is better. At least for this instance. Magic, Ice, Slime Sea. They have removed a lot of the AI voices. I've only heard it once so far, but that was like a major complaint I had about this game originally. Was the idea that, oh hey, you know, the AI voices were painful to listen to. Could you not use them? Oop, ads. Golly, that is broken as shit. Ads, sorry. Okay, so I'm during that small ad break, I had a thought. A particular thought. This might be a similar case to Auroras, unfortunately. The dev has put a lot of other plugins and things into the game, building upon an idea, but it's not fleshing out the idea. And as I mentioned, the dev stated that they'd be watching the VOD afterwards, which means when this goes up tomorrow on my YouTube, they'll catch it there. I'm perfectly fine with that. I have no issue with that. But to the dev, I have to say this. I can see where you have improved upon compared to the original version that I played, just of this first hour or so of gameplay. That being said, there is a lot already that needs to be hammered out and polished before you put a price tag on things. And I get it. That was a discussion we had. It was the idea of there is no issue with charging for an early access, but at the time everything was marked as a demo. Now everything's marked as early access, and charging for an early access, it's hit or miss depending primarily on the quality that you are selling. If you are selling a $10 game, which it's not $10, I think it's like $3 or $4 or $5, but for instance, if you were selling a game for, how much is the game? I think it's $4. Let me look real quick. It's currently $4, and for $1 more, it bundles with the NLG video game bundle, which, I'll be honest, I cannot say is a good buy. But let's say I bought this game for $4. Let's say I actually bought this for $4 versus them giving me a free copy to review again and give my thoughts on. If I, at one point, at any point, feel like I did not get my money's worth from the game, I am going to be upset. Does not matter if I spent $2. Does not matter if I spent $50 or $60 or $70. If I play your game and I feel like I got gypped because I not only wasted my time, I wasted my money. As a broke motherfucker, I'm going to be upset. If it's not Skid Row, then it's not worthy. If only it was Skid Row. By the way, Hayes D7, welcome, and Psychronic, I see you're here too. Yeah, early access for an RPG is already a terrible idea because of the idea of, well, you're hoping that people will be gentle with you, but they won't be. If there's one thing people are not gentle about, it's their time. And if you're going to give out a free game, prepare to be, like, essentially treated like a free game. If you give out a paid game where I have to pay to play it, then I'm going to be harsher about it because I had to pay to get it. And if you give me shovelware, I'm going to call it shovelware. Could not justify a price tag in the condition it is in. Correct. I can't either. And again, I only caught it for a second, but all of the JP is, again, not consistent of what they said. Why are you just standing here? Thanks very much for feeding those slimes. As promised, I will join you now. Quest succeeded. Log updated. So synthesis, craft weapon. I need another sword to smack you together with that. Okay. Save. Save twice. Always save and save twice. Learn skill. No, I don't want to burn a cry. Raises the party's attack, defense, magic attack, and magic defense for a few turns. Flame. Oh, it gives to everybody. Okay. Gonna go with this for now. You seem like a better choice. Super pump. I think I know why it said now we need to go southwest. Because if I recall correctly, over southwest is... Oh, item. You've jumped into this quest with us, but we hardly know anything about you. Mind if I ask a few questions? Last game podcast played copyrighted music, and it's $16.99. Yeah, no, D7, I ran into that same issue with a couple of other games that I've played, because, like, I do upload them to YouTube afterwards. For some of them, if it is from, I think it's, let me find it real quick, because I was looking at it earlier. There's one of them that you can dispute, and they will not fight you over it. Let me look at where are they? Nope, that's not the one. There's an actual one that won't. Hawk, Haawk, for Feslian Studios, and a few other ones. But if it's through Haawk, if you go and, like, contest against it under fair use, they most of the time, you know, agree, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, you're fine, and then they'll rescind the copyright. That has been my experience so far, so that might be worth giving it a try on your end to see if you run into the same issue. Because I'll be honest, anytime that I get a copyright strike due to an RPG Maker game, I'm throwing the dev under the bus. Like, this motherfucker should have gotten the proper rights. Please speak to him. Sir, you jumped to this quest with us, but we hardly know anything about you. Mind if I ask a few questions? Sure, shoot. I'm an open book. Busly. I kind of like this, because it's like, oh yeah, we can get more information from you, and, like, learn more about your character. However, this doesn't feel organic. This feels like it's shoved in after an X number of steps, so that way you... so it was natural if you just wanted to carry loot. I press B. Why? What? What quest was that? What quest was that? Why? View glass found. Okay, whatever. Copyright shit is way too strict. It's like, okay guys, you won, nobody will hear your music again, and you'll delete channels that have music show up on them too. Yeah. There's also a loophole where certain companies can just claim videos in hopes that they won't dispute it. They can rake in the cash. Gotta dispute everything. Yes. Ugh. I've scanned enemies. Why are they not showing here? Anyways, this is supposed to be the southwest. Back, foul creatures! You corruption ends here. Rats? This boy really throws everything at you. Look, Rabbit, quickly. Let's help him out. Why are your eyes closed? Will I refund this? No, because I didn't have to pay a dime for it because I aggravated the crap out of the dev, so he gave it to me for free. Now we got Greg. We got old Greg with us! Hey, it's old Greg. So I don't have to refund it, but it's $4. It's $3.99, and it's not worth it. Double cheeseburger and an apple pie. You know what? That's true. Scan enemies don't need to show. Got to read the game dev ebook. Oh. You know what? He was being attacked by rats, but there's 2 will-o-wisps and a scorpion. And why do they seem so... The rat looks right. But why does the will-o-wisp look more pixelated? And why does the scorpion look smushed? The animations are nice, you know, but... They look a little squid. You know what? I'm going to stop thinking about it. I'm going to stop thinking about it. I'm going to make myself upset. Stop thinking about it. Stop thinking about it, Ian. It doesn't bother you. It doesn't bother you. It bothers me a lot. Why does it bother me a lot? Oh, I don't like this. Special. Pump. Greg. Or on Alex. Greg, you old... Oh, you're a healer. 20 MP. Okay. Okay, so I got the healer of the group now. RPG Maker Janky Man, you have no idea. Oh, cool. Puts him to sleep. That's nice. That's nice. Battle cry. It's now a bad time to mention that I don't like how the buffs and debuffs show. I don't like how those show. D7 pricing games like his meals. He eating a cheeseburger in 3 minutes, and yet the game he played for 15 hours must cost the same or less. Yes. And you want to know something, Harlequin? I agree with D7 on that. If I play a game and I feel like I could have had a burger instead, then I want a burger. Give me my damn burger. I don't feel like that did a lot more damage than it did last time. Get rid of the rat. Or not. He's already asleep. Why are you trying to put him asleep again? I know he's old, but he doesn't belong in the home just yet. I mean, he might. He is old Greg. Tell the dev to send you a key, too. I thought you gave up playing knock-knock games. Especially when you got this little buff, debuff, gray square on them, and yet they show all the characters' faces, too. Yeah. So I can sing the Odarian Mistake song. You know... Yeah? Yeah, I agree. I agree. This is definitely worthy of an you'd have to change it a little bit to fit, but it's right there with it. Whose turn is it? It's Alex's turn. Alex, kill the rat. Thank you. Couldn't do that earlier. Okay, so I don't know what you guys are weak to. It doesn't work on them. Cool beans. Gonna shadow step then. Magic heal on old Greg. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. It's fine. It's not bothering me. It's totally bothering me. It's really bothering me. It's fine, though. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All the JP is weird. Alex got the most, but he's not the one who got the killing blow. Ow! What the fuck you just throw at me? Why?
Stop! You violated the law.
Which always no. D7, thank you for the sub, but no, don't. Didn't you hear the voice? Stop! You violated the law. Don't give me money. Thank you for the sub. I'm still working on the rewards. I'm still a small streamer. I'm trying to figure out what rewards everyone wants. That's also another thing I need to figure out. What does everyone want? Aside from tormenting me with making me do more squats and now chest presses and such. Well done, my brave warriors. The name's Greg. I'm a paladin who's sworn to uphold the peace of these woods. Your aid came just in the nick of time. Happy to help you, Greg. I'm Alex. This is Sarah and my good friend Elizabeth. We're on a perilous quest to defeat the infamous Ogre Muck. I still don't know how they played it. Play my game, reward 1,000 or 10,000 points. Oh, I'm sorry, that's 100,000. Rare Chocobo. I need a bad game reward for sure. You know what? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'll work on it and make it one of the redeems that you get to select a bad game for me to play. I agree to those terms. You want a rare Chocobo, Plexi? I will see about a rare Chocobo because I think I can actually... No, I can't do that yet. I've got some hats that I've been working on making them work for the Chocobos to where you can wear different hats and so on. Just a sound alert that says it's a bad game. Oh, I could definitely see about doing that, yeah. Hawk Zombie got 1-star Fridays. I've thought about that because Fridays are... What do you call them, a paladin? What is a paladin like yourself doing in a place? It's not a paladin, it's a cleric. 1-star Fridays, Thursdays. I've been thinking about doing Fridays because the girlfriend doesn't get off until 10 p.m. Actually, no. She doesn't work on Fridays anymore. So I might not be able to do Fridays because she doesn't work Fridays anymore. So after I get off work, I'll be hanging out with her, and then I hang out with her all Saturday as well. She works Sunday through Thursday. So I might have to do them Thursdays. Yeah, that sounds right. Now it's trust issues Thursdays. I like that. The idea is the game is questionable in the initial presentation, but the hope is it's a hidden gem. So girlfriend rules over you? No. But I enjoy my girlfriend, so that's the reason why. Oh, I could snooze that one. I think that was my last snooze that they allowed me to have, though. Yeah, I enjoy my girlfriend. We like to eat food together. We hang out. We talk about a lot of trashy shows sometimes. Other times we have a lot of mean person talk. Because as jolly as I am on here, I do have a bit of a mean streak where I try and be nicer on these streams to devs because I know how hard it is to develop a game. But sometimes you devs piss me off because of just how bad you're doing a job. Seems like a bigger job than swinging a sword around. Why not join us? We're tackling the root of the problem after all. Tempting offer for sure. Might even take you up on it once that we ensure this area is cleared. Safety first, after all. Acquire experience. You seem quite adept at handling these types of threats. How long have you been doing this? Many years now. Been a long battle, one that teaches you a lot about the shadows lurking in depths of nature. End inquiry. Where can we find Tara, Greg? Go inside the northern building. She'll be there. I might have missed it, but I didn't see anything about Tara. That mean more on me. Hello, pretty lady? Hey, would you like me to join you? So, then bring me fairy water and 2 soul stones. I think I have a fairy water. I don't have a fairy water. I don't have soul stones either. And they have some interesting fun games still on Thursdays, like the one who turned REF into a visual novel. Or Resident Evil 4 into visual. You know what? Actually, I would play that. These items aren't ready to be picked up. What? Deep breaths, Ian. Deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths. There's a sign I can't interact with. Hey, person I never met before, bring me stuff and I'll join you. Yeah. It's like, hey, man. What? What the? Plexi. No. Stop that. Oh, wait. Can he not use swords? Or axes? No, you use axes. What kind of so-called paladin uses an axe? I don't... No. Okay, I don't want the subs. As I've said before, I don't do this for the money. I do this because it's fun. And I like being small potatoes. No, don't make me big potatoes. I like being small potatoes. God, it's like the conversation with chaos all over again. I'm not going to be able to win. I'm going back to the town to rest first. That seems like a better idea. Can I interact with this? So I just find nothing. Okay. Had the same argument with Chaos before. It's like, oh, you got to do it in order to become a bigger streamer. I don't want it. Yes, I do have the jar. The jar is for channel points, because if you do channel points, it shows up there too, and it also follows. At least I think the channel points do. But the follows show up there, and it's to represent the follows. Old Greg, are you that person's missing husband, by the way? Who's missing the husband? Revive potion, bonus alarms. So no fairy water or anything like that. Just so you know, D7, the next time Storm is here, he can attest to the fact that I am actually exercising. Oh, God, 525 pounds. You know what? At least it's. Fuck, what's that? I think I broke part of my desk. Oh, wait, no. That part comes out. Okay, never mind. Didn't break my desk. Storm could attest to the fact that these are really shit set to 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The subs are for Storm, little hush money. Oh, god dang it. Don't encourage him either. No. Ugh. For context, Storm is actually my kiddo, and he doesn't need encouragement to misbehave. He misbehaves well enough on his own. And I can't snooze this one. Oh, wait, no, I can. There we go. Hello, Digital Dio. I saw you followed me at some point while I was offline. Welcome, welcome. So, buy a couple potions. Oh. My end goal is eventually to make enough from, essentially to save up enough money on the side to where I can get all of my regular viewers like monthly subscriptions without too much issue. So that way, well, I found some money. Last stream, I thought you were. I've not played Dungeon Rummage Survival yet, but it is coming up. Last stream, I thought before you went offline. Everyone gets off when I get on. It might have been shortly after. No, it's just a time zone thing. See, these are my beds. I slept in these in the dream. Why can't I use them now to rest? Why do I gotta go to the inn to rest? Why is that up on the ceiling? Or in the wall? Deep breaths, Ian. Deep breaths. But yeah, I normally stream for about 2 to 2.5 hours, depending. And from there, I will, stream longer if I don't have to work tomorrow. I do have to work tomorrow. I don't work Monday, so I might do an extra stream and do an extra long one because I don't have to work Monday. But I'll have to see about how that is when that time comes around. Okay, everyone's healed. No. Oh, is Dungeon Rummage still a little janky here and there? It's just less broken? I don't think I'm supposed to be up on, like, this counter. It's kind of rude to stand on someone's counter. Weighted vest is not good for anyone. It brings all their defenses and stuff down. I think you might be right that it's got AD&D or first edition D&D logic for the sense that you want like a lower score and that makes you harder to hit. What? The Dungeon Rummage usually seems to be pretty bug-free as far as I can tell. Okay, that's hopeful at least. It's not jank at all. There's little two jankies that I haven't really bothered to fix since they're so minor, but everything works as far as I can tell. That's good. That means you've at least probably play tested it. I joke, I've actually seen you do some of your dev streams, and I do appreciate those. That's nice that it goes for Elizabeth, but she can't equip it. Can't equip it. He can't equip it, but it still says plus 11 up there, but it doesn't change anything. Okay. Why does it show that up there, but it doesn't show in the possession? Oh. Deep breaths, Ian. Deep breaths. I know now that I need to go north to see about finding this Terra. I can't snooze an upcoming ad. Oh, they respawn. That's cool. And look how far I'm fucking running. Don't tell me I can outrun them if I can't actually outrun them because of how long they fucking chase me. Because remember, it said, oh, if it loses track of me somehow, you can juke it and then it stops following you. That's great. Again, don't tell someone or give the idea that you can run away from a combat or a possible combat. They're going to chase you to the end of the map or for 50 miles. Take fair water. Potion was found. That is a big tree. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to go into this tree. This game has a lot of mapping issues. This game has a lot of writing issues. It has a lot of plugin issues. This game has a lot of issues. Also, I'd like to point out, I need to fuse the bat with a sword, but I can't buy a sword. I can't find a sword. What is this black weird square? Why am I going behind these bushes? But on top of all the other things. Fire orb was found. That's cool beans. Why are you still chasing me, huh? Why are you still chasing me? Oh, cool. It finally stopped chasing me. Okay, I guess I'm supposed to go here. Help Greg, help Tara. What are you? Not important. Almost got a Congo line of every monster in my dungeon chasing me while I tested it. I've done that before too. You should stream it so you can say not a bad game to your stream with a straight face. Oh. I think this is an MV game. Advert. People are getting ads. Sorry, I can't dismiss or snooze them anymore. Keep past the fact this is a product by a person who's written how to game dev took. I know Sai is going to get very upset, but I've got a buck saying that he probably used AI to make the book too, and I know Sai likes AI, but you know, I don't like AI that much. I could put aside a lot of my feelings for AI to look at the core of the game and everything else. And to be honest, this game, even if it still had the AI, I like to point out, they were awful AI voices. If they still had them, it still wouldn't be good. But for sure, the dev has every right to charge for their game. I don't know, D7. Looks like MC, but if you press MV, depending on the style of the FPS meter, you can tell. Charge $99.99. Be there right. You're right. You can charge exactly as much as you want for your game. Just don't expect people to actually pay for it. I think AI is the future, but if you use it wrong, it's still shit. Like using Photoshop incorrectly, etc. Yes. Remember that game that asked $1,999.99 on Steam? I think I remember the one you're talking about. Sometimes you gotta stop thinking, if you can. Start thinking about whether you should. I wish I could stop thinking sometimes, Harlequin. I have ADHD. Sometimes I really wish I could stop thinking, because otherwise I start getting like really stressed out because I'm thinking about everything. You ever look at a scene, you're like, why is this like this? And then like you start like seeing everything wrong with just a single frame, and your head immediately starts hurting because you're just seeing everything wrong. You're jealous your game's not on Steam. Look, I'm still in the early dev stages of my current project. I'm not gonna, knock someone for, having their game on itch or on Steam or charging for it. The question is, are they charging what it's actually worth? I don't think too much. I wish I could stop thinking sometimes. Stay vigilant and close to one another and keep your eyes peeled. Tara wants to protect her. Her powers are immense, even more in her current corrupted states, so be careful. Just great. From rats to giant earth behemoth, my day just keeps getting better. We can do this. We've got a strong team and get better with every challenge. Remember, we fight not only with our weapons, but with our hearts too. The purity of our intent can be just as powerful. Greg, I'm thinking you're more of a cleric than a paladin, and if so, I think you're more of a priest. And if that's the case, I don't trust you around anybody. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a battle background, but I don't see a battle background. I see us, and then I see us. Battle cry. Got to make the money back for the time they put in. Look, at some point it becomes a sunk cost fallacy, because you put a lot of money into a game or building something, and then a part way through you realize if you stop putting money in, it's going to essentially be a waste of money. So you start throwing more money in because, well, it's a waste of money already, so might as well waste some more money. Because eventually, it might not be a waste of money. But I like to point out, I worked at a company that did that, and no, they went bankrupt. So, level 2 fire. I feel like that animation is not as great as it should be. I feel like the animation for a level 2 fire should be what the level 1 fire is. Because the level 2 fire is just a little versus the level 1 fire was like a fucking pillar of fire. Apologies. I'm getting a little heated. I'm getting a little stressed because my mind's going through a lot of things, and I'm very upset at there's so much that's wrong that's bothering me. Oh, great. The one that I just buffed got put to sleep. How wonderful. Alright. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Kill the rat. It's fine. See, that's just such a pitiful... You can use AIs to make custom battle backs. You can. Fairly certain that... hold on a sec. I fell behind because I got a little stressed. Ran out of RTB battle backs. Yep. Game seems pretty solid. I don't feel the same. Fairly certain that I've cracked the 10k mark on spending on Origins. Yeah. I've spent my fair share on different assets and stuff. Not a cheapskate. If I have to spend money, I will. But if I don't have to, I won't. Head for game dev. I spend for game dev money that I can afford to never see again in any way, shape, or form. That's a good idea. If I sell a whole 0 copies, I'll still be fine. Rod casts water magic. Yeah. It came from mapping gigs, so I'll be completely fine even if I never make a single sale on Origins. Yes. Actually, really glad that the game dev isn't my main source of income. I think I'd have to make different types of games and wouldn't be able to take the risks I want to make. You would have to make those sketchy adult entertainment games, the hentai games and such that are up on everywhere, honestly, in order to make a buck. And you're gonna have to somehow like get money from doing that. I don't know how you do it. I don't want to know how you do it. Honestly, if you do that, don't tell anyone you do that, because they're just gonna look at you weird, and that's on you. Special pump, Alex. Last game, all the money came from me teaching an extra class for the school and banking the money. That's nice. States and current rate of sales, you'd have to make about 14 to 16 a year to live on it in the States. I want to make a sketchy adult game, not gonna lie. No desire to make hentai games. I would like to make an adult game. Look, there's no problem with them. It's just most of them are slop. Yeah, see, Harlequin gets it. Most of them are slop. I'd like to point out, I live in one of the cheaper states in the United States, and I make, from my day job, about 22 an hour. Actually, almost 23 an hour. And it's difficult, because even though I'm not in the most expensive of the counties, it still costs a lot to live. Bills are expensive, mortgage, everything, so, yeah. Will-O-Wisp because I'm tired of being put to sleep. Spending 2 years in jail before I play this. Just a game that happens to have an occasional sex. Do you play this game all the way or spend a year in jail? You know, I'm agreeing with I'm agreeing with Harlequin. Jail does sound slightly better. Why does the rat know? Why does everything know magic? That's a better question. Lightning. Okay, lightning's not it. I'll find it eventually. Yeah, I bought this house about 4 years ago, and my mortgage is about to go up to over $800 a month, and that's because property taxes and insurance go up every year, and it is a scam as hell. Bought my house 13 years ago when the market was great, $800 a month. I'll take that. Yep. That was 14 years ago. Small place in Iowa. Yeah, I live in the southeast, where it's hot, humid all the damn time, and that's never going to change no matter what happens. I can tell that this maze/dungeon is a pre-gen. Why did it aggro then? That was a weird aggro. I went right past it. Are these important? Because I see them. Or are they just set pieces? This is not important. Item here. Reviver was found. Who designed this? It's not a maze. This is... This is the generic development. And does this do anything? No? Down to come to Story of Legends, pretty much. Let's do this. For the Forest, for Veldoria, and all of those who can't fight for themselves. Save twice. Fucking God. Why is this just another set piece? Alright. Can you mark the walls with vandalized using gauze? That would actually be a pretty good idea for an actual maze. I live in a one-room apartment on rent. Fuck buying a house. Yeah, the housing market's kind of crazy here in the U.S. Wife wants to build a house. I said, woman, are you crazy? No, I'm going to go from $800 a month to $200. Yeah, $2,500 a month. Nah, fuck that. It auto-generated everything. Knock, knock sound. Yep. This is a commercial game. Technically, yeah, D7. Alright. Let's power through this, I guess. There she is. Terra, the once glorious guardian, has been turned into a terrifying monster. This corruption. It's unlike anything I've seen before. It's so much larger than expected. How can we possibly free her from this? No choice but to try. Forest needs its guardian back, and we need to stop what is causing this. Just great. From rats to giant earth behemoth. My day just keeps better. You said that earlier. Why are you saying it again now? You said it earlier. Why are you saying that now? The fuck kind of face is that? She's got a butt face. It's like a hippo? Defilers, you shall not corrupt the sacred grounds further. Why did I give a heart emoji over my head? Terra, we're not your enemies. We've come to free me from this darkness, not to deepen it. Please, why are your eyes closed, Terra? We want to help you heal, to restore the balance. Horse? Too late. The darkness consumes. It controls. We'll just have to cut it out. Get ready, everyone. Why is there a chicken? A big old mat. It's not a bad mat. It's a dragon, actually. I have a fit in time and identify this behemoth. You can choose to come with 4. So I see hulking sprites and not random battles. Yes. Item. View glass on Terra. Okay. It's got a lot of health. No weakness. So we're just going to pump Alex. Special. Let's make Alex invulnerable. Alex is supposed to be invulnerable. That hurts a lot. Wait, hold on a sec. Did it say rat? It says rat. Yeah, Digital, I know it's actually a cockatrice. It's just, it wasn't there present on the map before the fight, so why is it there now? So that was more of the reasons, like, why is there a chicken? But yeah, it is a classic fantasy monster. Someone forgot to copy their enemy and forgot to rename it. Yep. It's a free community resource, as is the behemoth. Yep. But again, special, because when I'm becoming vulnerable for 1 turn, Alex, supposed to be invulnerable, instead, got his shit rocked. For a good chunk of his health. Rootbind causes sleep. Rootbind causes sleep, and the rat knows. To get rid of the rat before it starts buffing the thing more. Why her? How much health does that damn thing have? Boss's cock. Yeah, pretty much. This shit is why I stopped streaming these games. I don't have the pain tolerance to keep playing them. I promised the 2 hours. At minimum. That is my shtick. You will get at least 2 hours from me if you have 2 hours of gameplay. Unless there is something you have done that has royally irked me about your game, which there has happened before. Well, I'll be fair. It didn't royally irk me. The issue was the game was painful to look at because the way that the fuzziness of everything was. So like how fuzzy that quote-unquote rat is, that was... everything was that fuzzy. So, no matter like what I did, everything just looked terrible, and because of it, it actually gave me a migraine, and I couldn't play the game more because it was hurting me physically to play. We need them SG reviews. You gotta stop doing that. If I ain't enjoying the game, I won't force myself to keep playing it. I get that. I have a mushroom that only restores 40 HP. Oh wait, I wanted to do something else. Dang it. I need to kill the rat, because the rat is causing problems. And it doesn't help that the boss has apparently 2 different AoE attacks. Yeah, 3. And it heals. Oh, that's great. What does my view glass say about you? It has 3,000 HP. Terra has 3,000 HP. It's... Really? And it has super pump. The ad has as much HP as the boss. And has the ability to fucking buff. And the boss has AoE attacks, multiple AoE attacks, I'd like to point out. No, I'm not going to revive her, because I only got 1 revive potion. You're right, I may be underleveled. Unfollowing if the chicken kills me. I'm going to kill the chicken, because, honestly, it's the bigger threat, considering it can fucking buff. Wow. And it heals. It buffs and it heals. It buffs and it heals. Fucking hate the chicken. What if it's be like other games, as soon as I revive them, they get taken out. Fucking knew it. You need to do the double slash. I need to do a double dash. I'm getting the fuck out. Because I don't think I can run. It'd be great if I could. No. So I'm just going to rag on this game now. Because, honestly, with as much as we have put up with it so far... Oh, I killed the chicken at least. So D7, you're not going to unfollow now because I killed the chicken. So at least the chicken's dead. That's great. That's wonderful. Oh. I'd like to point out, again, this says causes one ally to become invulnerable for 1 turn. I used that turn 1 on Alex, and Alex still took damage from the earthquake. Like, at least with like other games that I've reviewed on here, I could say, hey, the combat alone could sell this game. For like Scarlet Record, for Virgo versus the Zodiac, for a few... God, what was the other one? My point being is that if the combat alone for a game can sell the game, then that should definitely be a polished section. If you don't have polished combat, what do you have that is polished? Gotta have a unique value proposition. Yes. What makes your game worth playing? And right now, I am not seeing what's worth playing about this game. I haven't really seen it this entire time either. Okay. I'm ready to give my review. This game ain't worth it. Dude, we've been playing the whole time. You're right. But you know what, D7? You play the game. You play the game and then sing its praises. Yeah, it is. It's AI RDM. There is a lot wrong with this game. And I'm upset because this right here, this section of Welcome You to Veldoria, it's slightly out of character in the sense of like how it, brings you in. It feels like an old storybook. Like, hey, welcome to Veldoria, a land brimming with enchantment and wonder, where mystical energies course through its very veins. All of this section is actually pretty well written, as far as like it describes the world that you're about to embark in. It feels kind of like an old school adventure book of some sort, where it's like, hey, strap your pants on because we're going to go on an adventure. Again, all of it is pretty well written for this part. But after this part ends, it starts falling apart. And as I've mentioned before, I'm primarily a writer. I like the writing. I like the story. Give me a story that invokes feelings for me. And give me a story that essentially says, hey, welcome to my world. Welcome to what I have got for you. Let me enrapture you in a story. Make you invested in the story. And you're not doing it. It's not happening with that game because, again, it has a good opening as far as that opening cinematic that it kind of like pans around the little last town of 4 or 5 buildings, only a couple of which you can actually enter. But the rest of it is just terrible. Well, it is early access, so it's subject to change. You're right. You're right, D7. It is early access. But I don't feel like it's worth $4. I don't think it's worth $2. It might be worth the quarter that you put in the gumball machine to get a gumball. Maybe. Maybe. Gotta have hope and faith in these devs. I try to. I do. And as I've said before in previous streams, I don't like the idea of shitting on someone and the hard work that they do. Because there is a lot of hard work that goes into game dev. I will admit that. I've tried my hand at it. I'm still trying my hand at it. And I am aware there is a lot of work that is required to go into making a game functional, but even more required to make it good. But when the game has so many downsides that it requires a whole rework, early access isn't going to make that happen. Yes. There is concepts of ideas. The same with Auroras. There's concepts of ideas that have possibility, but there is no follow-up. There is no payoff. There is no actual show for it. I like the fact that you can change how you get TP. I probably honestly would put that behind skills to where, like, cool, you unlock it as you progress, or you can build a certain way. I don't like the fact that JP, the points that is used to unlock the skills, is apparently randomized because it's not consistent. And whoever gets the last hit doesn't get the most like they're supposed to. So there's that, too. I don't like the fact that apparently the characters level up at different rates. Because why? Why do that? At the end of the day, if the dev is proud of the effort they put in to make the game is all they need for real. Yes. Because not only... it was said earlier, and apologies I'm blanking on a name because I gave myself a minor headache. Where's my water? There's my water. Even if you sell 0 copies, if you feel like you made a really good game, and at least a few people enjoy it, like legitimately enjoy it, then you did good. I have the same policy with my daily life. That if I make at least one person smile or laugh or get a chuckle, I've done a good day. I've had a good day. And I feel like the same is for game dev. If you can make it to a certain point and someone enjoys the little polished piece that you made, I don't care if the story's the polished part and the rest of it's a little janky. I don't care if the combat's super polished and the rest of it's a little janky. Give me at least one part that is polished. But at least one person is worth it. Yeah. Did laugh at the stream. Well, I'm glad you guys are laughing at least. Oh. That does make me feel slightly better, D7. I do appreciate that, at least. The title screen is polished. It's unique. I mean the load up where it shows their logo, and then the screen that looks honestly a little stretched, in my opinion. Just another thing. Oh, where is it? I'd have to relaunch it. I don't want to relaunch it. The two people on it, yeah. It looks a little stretched to me. And then there's moments where the text boxes look a little stretched and the text isn't actually going fully across like it's supposed to. And that's weird to me. I'm not changing my review, though. It's as simple as that. I'm keeping my review as is. I'm not changing it. It's got the scoring it deserves. Because while they did remove the AI art, there is still a lot of the game that needs polishing. It's not ready. It's not... So they said that in their last major update, 18 days ago, they removed all the AI voices, that they fixed some of the tiles, they added the plugin to allow stronger screens to be able to handle the game, they fixed the bug with the guard, they made the quest log better in some places, hopefully improved the audio, which is kind of done some story corrections. That's somewhat true. Improved some explanations. Am I going to finish this game offline? Maybe. I say maybe because I feel like I've given it a good chunk of my life at the moment. So maybe. I'll think about it. Because at the moment, everything that I've seen, everything that I've experienced with this game, Sai's right, it's not a good game. It has good concepts. It has good ideas. But good ideas alone do not make it good. Sold my time for cheap here? No. Because, again, I didn't pay for my copy. The dev reached out to me, gave me a fresh copy of the latest version because they wanted me to replay it and think about redoing my review. And honestly, after everything, no, I'm not changing my score. The score stays. The game is a 1 out of 5. It's as simple as that. You didn't pay for your game, but you paid with your time of not having enjoyment. Yeah, that's true. I at least got you guys in here to laugh at my misfortune and share some of the time with. I feel like that's a bit of a win. We did not clear the boss. Bullshit boss. Oh no, I won't say the boss is completely bullshit, but it's definitely not ideal. It's not an ideal game or ideal combat, especially considering the ad boss, the rat, the cockatrice, was essentially equal to the boss, and it was sitting there to just buff the boss, pretty much. I think the rating makes sense. Looked like nonsense. Yeah, the game was too hard for him. I like a challenging game, dude. 7. I'd like to point that out. I like challenging games, but there's something called artificial challenge or artificial difficulty. If the encounter is unfairly balanced to where the only way that you could win is by grinding and leveling up more and more and more, then that is artificial difficulty. And I don't like artificial difficulty. I like actual difficulty. Because, like, say, Dark Souls. I like Dark Souls. I have beaten Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 and all the DLCs. And I've played most of Elden Ring. Unfortunately, I've gotten burned out on Souls games. But I still like Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, and all of the DLCs. And I've beaten all of them. I've beaten Bloodborne. I like difficult games. But the difference between those kind of difficult games and a lot of RPG Maker games that a lot of small devs make, and they try and make things difficult and challenging, is they don't actually make them difficult and challenging in a fair way. They make them difficult and challenging in an artificial way. The reason why those games get praised for their difficulty is because no matter what, you can still win. You can beat Dark Souls 1 as a nothing. You can just have a wood plank and a stump for a weapon and go through the whole game without upgrading anything, without spending any points to level up or anything. You could beat the whole game. You just gotta get really fucking good. At bosses like that, considering they have an AoE damage, an AoE sleep, another AoE damage, and then a single target fuck you. No, it's not it's not balanced the same, especially considering that you've got one that's sitting there. It's like, oh, I'm gonna give you a super buff, and then a damage down, and then fuck this guy. Streams are entertaining for the most part. That's why I'm here. I appreciate you, Sai. Small streamer. I like being small streamer. I like being small potatoes. I love watching them speedruns. Some of those speedruns are ridiculous. So level 1 marathon, no hit run, all 3 Dark Souls games is a real thing that has been done. Yes. Hats off to that guy, by the way. That is a whole level of hardcore that I could never do. Because even with everything, because even like Bloodborne's like, you need to learn to parry in order to get good at the game. I never really learned how to parry properly, but I learned how to get the fuck out of the way to dodge to where I won't get hit. So, and that's kind of like I wanted to say about any of you solo devs, RPG Maker devs, and so on. If you want to make your game challenging, you want to give your players a challenge, that's fine. But don't make it to where, oh yeah, you gotta level or grind up a whole bunch for the first boss. Let's face it, that's the first boss. It's crazy. None of those are an achievement. They are. Same with Breath of the Wild, no hit run. I saw one of those, and I was honestly very impressed. Because I was like, how? Because I'm not very good at Legend of Zelda, I'll be honest. Teasing how challenging Soul Survivor is. No grinding allowed. Like, I don't mind minimal grinding. Like a small amount of grinding. Natural grinding. And also that's another thing that's a problem with this game is there is moments that look good or feel good or there are good concepts but they don't feel natural. The idea of like you're wandering around with a new party member and suddenly like you just strike up a random conversation to ask them a question. I kind of like that. But how it's done feels jarring. It doesn't feel naturally coming up. It feels forced. Instead, it should happen at, a downtime. It's like, oh cool, you guys beat the first boss, because, you have a common interest, a common goal to, like, actually travel together for now. Now that you're not traveling together... Ooh, I could snooze that one. I'm going to do that. Now that you are not having to travel together, maybe a bit of downtime, showing the interactions between the characters, and essentially make it feel more natural that the other characters would want to progress with the story and progress with the rest of the party. Everything about this game you played felt disjointed and unnatural. Yes, D7 Soul Survivor is of the past since all my videos are gone. Oh, that's right. You got rid of all of your videos on your YouTube channel. I was actually kind of surprised at that. At first, I thought like something had happened and your channel got taken down, but then you said that you got rid of it, and honestly, that makes sense because I can understand it being frustrating to deal with so many copyright strikes and other people just being annoying as piss. And a stretch from digital. Yes, I need that stretch. All of you also need stretch. It's good for you. So all of you stand up, back straight, feet together. I want to take your arms all the way out like you're T-posing, and then arms all the way up to make a diamond with your index finger and your thumbs above your head. Keep it there, and then slowly move forward, bending slowly until you're all the way down to touch your toes. I still can't reach my toes just yet, because I'm still fat, but I'm getting better. I'm ever slowly getting closer and closer to be able to touch my toes. Back up. Left hand on your hip, right hand up, feet apart. Stretch all the way to the left. Don't fall over, stretch all the way to the left. D7, you can do it too, come on. I know how it is, when you get older, it's bad for you. Right hand on the hip, left hand all the way up, stretching all the way to the right. What kind of mic do I use? I have a Turtle Beach headset that I'm wearing. Oh, ow. You're stretching in spirit, Moogle. Sounds great. Thank you, Jason. I'm always worried about my quality, mostly because I can't hear myself, because if I start hearing myself, I'm going to start getting angry, because I really don't like how I sound. But yeah. Gotta shoot the little lady a message, ask her how her day's been. But yeah, you're right, Moogle, that it's essentially of the 2 hours that I've played at this game, everything does feel disjointed and unnatural. There are some janky spots that still need to be fixed. Because again, you know, I was running all the way right and then I heard a help me. And it was like to the north, like way far to the north, then a little bit left before I found the annoying encounter. And I say annoying because of just how loud and constant the attacks were going. Hop for dinner, thanks for the stream. Hopefully catch SSG's or Ifty's games when they're up to bat. Yes, I will see about moving Harlequin's game up so that way I can have it before February. Voice isn't nasally, could be calmer, but whatever. Look. I'm normally a very calm guy and a very tired guy. But I'm glad my voice isn't at least nasally. Speaking about my game, last time you said you didn't want a key. Is that still the case? Yes. If there is a free version of your game out there, then I'm going to use that. I still don't want the idea, even remotely in the back of my mind, that I am being paid to review something. Happy to swap Relics. Well, Relics was actually going to be right after this, so you sure you want to do that? I'd enjoy watching him do games on THC gummies. Man, if I had some THC gummies, I'd take them. There's no free version. Okay. Well, then I guess you're going to get some money out of me, Harlequin. So not being paid to review something. No. Maybe when I'm Big Potatoes, then people can pay me to review their game. Until then, I'm Small Potatoes, and don't pay me, because I feel like it could possibly affect how I think about the game or how I feel about it. I'd rather it be much more natural, and I'd rather my reviews show that to where no one can question whether or not I'm actually being genuine. Already to be honest, itch then, since stream release is in February. Is the itch version going to be different from the Steam version? Gotta get it some eyeballs on the game about to come out. Momentum is a big deal. Up the price why you can't. You're finna buy it. Oh man, D7. Cut me deep. You're gonna make him charge me more than 2 cheeseburgers? That's mean. It doesn't have Steam achievements, obviously, but otherwise the same thing. Okay. Plexi, you've got a good point. So if you really are willing to trade Oryx Relic spot, which was next, to Dungeon Rummage, then I will do that one next. Alrighty. Well, in that case... Oh, what? Thank you for the follow, Valkrisa. Valkrisa? Valkrisa? I am... When's the next stream? Normally it wouldn't be until next week, but again, I don't have to work Monday, so I'll probably do one tomorrow. Okay, so... Hi, welcome. It says ads are starting. Apologies, everyone. I can't snooze it. I'll stay here until the ads get back, and then we'll keep talking. It says 30 seconds more for the ad break, so... Zephyr! Hello. Work was kind to me today. I'm taking just a small ad break because... Okay, yours ended. It's supposed to be only like small breaks. Supposed to be, but you never know with this Twitch not being absolutely proper. Who are all you new people, by the way? I'm kidding. Yeah. Okay, so everyone is about to download and check again and make sure everything works, but he already got it, it seems. Yep. I literally just purchased it. Follow age doesn't work yet. That is on the list of things that I need to work on. So, yes. Monday is a holiday for me. I don't work Monday. Since I don't work Monday, I will be streaming again tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. Attack does work, so you can knock other people's things over. Let me think. But yeah, hello Zephyr and Valkyrie. Valkrisa? Val? I'm just going to call you Val. I just finished this stream of playing Chronicles of Veldoria. Just so you know, it's not worth the $4. It's not, unfortunately, good. I feel like I've gotten a few more grays in my hair, which I guess is okay, because the girlfriend likes me getting grays. So, cool beans. Oh, by the way, you guys should have enough points for bomb? Does bomb work? Bomb does work. But yeah. Let me think. If everything continues, I should be able to do an extra long stream on Monday. I'll probably start it earlier. Tomorrow I'll start at 8 p.m. Eastern and go for about 2 to 2.5 hours. And then usual schedule. I might be adding Thursdays more permanently on moving forward, purely because of just how schedules currently are. And let me think. But yeah, this game that I played today, Chronicles of Veldoria, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Let me see if he'll catch it. It's not worth the $3.99. It's really not. So yeah, everyone, as a heads up, I'm not changing my review. It's gonna stay as is. It's a 1 out of 5. It needs way more polish, but it is what it is. That being said, with me moving Dungeon Rummage up, see what else is on the list then. How do you guys feel about Nightmare Arena, Meta Revelations, Armor of the Abyss, Leyline Chronicles, Beloved Rapture, and Relics of Aurelia. Because I know Thrall has 2 more streams out of it. So, hold on, let me see if I can... I want to edit this so that way rummage, it's going to be here. There was also, so Soul Survivor is needing to be added to this part as well. Here, so that way you guys can see what I'm doing, because I'm updating my list. Where is the... there it is. There we go. So, Silver Days on there. Leyline Chronicles on there. Beloved Rapture. Oh, Heroes of Spyria demo. Found that one recently. What else? What else? What else? Beloved Rapture could use... highly recommend Soul Survivor. Beloved Rapture could use a concentrated push. I think since it released recently without as much as one I would have had of like to see. Okay. Wanted to see a react for Nightmare Arena personally. Okay. Let's see. I know there's still a couple of other ones that were originally on the list, but I removed them for now until I got further notice. Oh, Fable Bond. That needs to be added back. Fable Bond. Project V. Azarine Heart. Twelve. I think that is it, considering what else I've removed at the moment. Yeah, I think that's it for the moment, so hit save. So, Thrall's the current one. It's going to come back on Monday. Tomorrow's going to be Dungeon Rummage. Survivor, I should specify. That's the one on itch. After that, there's Relics of Aurelia, Nightmare Arena, Meta Revelations, Armor of the Abyss, Leyline Chronicles, which is one I'm actually kind of excited about. Beloved Rapture, I've heard good things about it, so I'm kind of excited about it too. Soul Survivor, Trials of the Goddess, Silver Days, which is also a demo. That. Fable Bond, Azarine Heart, and 12. I think that is it for all the ones that I have downloaded at this moment. No, wait, no, there was one other. I haven't been able to look too much into it. There was Margot, Over the Breach or Of the Breach or something like that, and then Valkyrie Star Finale, or Valkyrie Star Ultima. Yeah, Valkyrie Star Ultima. And then Margot on the Brink. Relics of Veldoria is still a demo. Yeah, should mark that too. But yeah, I think Margot on the Brink should be good. But my game will probably give you a security warning with Windows Defender. That does not surprise me. That's like most games you get from anywhere. And what's annoying is that we have a program at work that we have verified with Microsoft. Like, consistently. All the certifications are updated and all that. And it still gets flagged by Windows Defender. And it's super annoying. Oh, I gotta be careful because my fan sometimes picked up by that. But yeah, yeah. I feel like this is a good list for now. I'll keep this list as is and in this order. So, now one of you said Beloved Rapture could use a concentrated push. Maybe streaming 3 days a week will help me get through this stuff a lot quicker. Yeah, 3 days a week should help me get through all this stuff quicker, so that way I could try and hit everyone's games a lot sooner. Especially for the whole, hey, my game's coming out soon. Could you really give it a look? Or hey, my game just came out. I could use the publicity. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna blame D7. No, that's not fair. I'm not gonna blame D7. Blaming D7 would not be fair. I'm gonna blame Plexi. Plexi, it's your fault. Blaming D7's always a good idea, though. Guy could take it. Yeah, but you can't blame the same guy all the time. And you all can't blame just the same guy. It doesn't make it any fun. As far as this game goes, I'm done. I'll write my review later. After ice cream. I want ice cream. 5 curls, 25 pounds. Alright, that's fine. I could do that. I could blow off some steam. I'm perfectly fine with that. Perfectly. Give me. There we go. Perfectly fine with that. Oh, keep back straight. Oh. 1. Strike back. They don't even know how to. 2. I'll have my revenge. 3. It's perfectly fine. 4. Yes. 5. Oh. Oh. Oh God. Well, at least it's not a bunch of squats in one day. I'll take that. But yeah, everyone, I appreciate all of you. I really do. I will work more on the subscriber rewards as requested of where you can make me play a knock-knock terrible game, and I will play it for you. So that way you can laugh at my misfortune. And any other subscriber rewards you can think of, just send them on over and like message me either on the Discords or shoot an email or leave a comment on the VODs. I'm okay with it. For now, though, I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your evening or day, wherever you are. May the food taste good. May the beer taste better. And, thanks for stopping by. Bye, everybody.